We go to DC politics.
We suck again!
The continuing resolution has passed in the House preventing a quote-unquote lockdown of the government,
bullshit?
giving Trump a win.
Is what it is.
Now it moves on to the Senate.
I don't give a
But there are some who looked at it and said, no, I'm not digging it.
Ooh.
And voted no.
How about no?
I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this, let the pearl clutching and the rectum clenching begin. Because for those who voted no, they want them voted out.
Kill the monster! You idiot!
But it's what's next. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jasper Gonzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Wednesday. Happy hump day. Well, it's passed. You know, we're good. We're solid. The nation is at ease. We're at peace. Whew. Wipe the sweat off your brow. On to the next subject. What am I talking about? Well, the continuing resolution has passed in the House preventing a quote-unquote government lockdown again, part one, and now moves on to the Senate, giving Trump a win. But there are those who looked at this situation and said, you know what? It's missing things. I'm not digging it, and I'm not voting for it. Well, some of those who voted no, they want them voted out. But for those who who are not into it or, who follow it, what is a continuing resolution? Well, a continuing resolution is a type of appropriations legislation which the bill appropriates to give to, sets aside for, monies for specific federal government departments, agencies, and programs. The money provides funding for operations, personnel, equipment, activities. Regular appropriation bills are passed annually with the funding they provide to cover one fiscal year for the federal government. There you go. Continuing Resolution 101. And now to the story. We go to this. This comes out of Breitbart. House passes CR and huge step forward for Trump agenda. This is one of three stories that I'm going to try to get to in this video, so it's going to be brief. President Donald Trump is halfway home towards cementing his first step of government spending agenda. The House passed a continuing resolution Tuesday to continue current spending levels, with some modifications favored by Republicans throughout the end of the fiscal year, September 30th. The vote on a relatively clean CR following a successful procedural vote earlier in the afternoon that cleared the way for passage. The final tally was 217, 213. Only one Republican, Representative Thomas Massie out of Kentucky, opposed the legislation. Representative Jared Golden, Democrat of Maine, was the sole Democrat to cross the aisle. Conservatives have long loathed CRs, yet Trump has not only won them over but enlisted them to publicly advocate for the legislation. Trump's commitment to enacting spending cuts, made evident by Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, made the difference. Scott Perry. I voted today to keep the government open while many tried to shut it down. This was only the second time I ever voted for a CR, with good reason. We need a balanced budget, not letting Washington elites waste money and then ask for more. This has been going on for decades between the Republicans and Democrats. You're both at fault. The CR freezes current spending throughout the end of the fiscal year with some modifications, including an additional $485 million for immigration and customs enforcement, ICE, to continue Trump's border security efforts. Now we go to this. This also out of Breitbart. Trump, Kentucky Republican Thomas Massie should face a primary. I didn't vote for it. I didn't like it. Well, according to Trump, you got to go. Wow. Way to unify the party. President Donald Trump on Tuesday said he would lead the charge in a primary effort against Thomas Massie and asked if there were any takers to challenge the congressman. Trump took to Truth Social to call out Massie after he came out against the continuing resolution being pushed by Republicans. Quote, Congressman Thomas Massie of beautiful Kentucky is an automatic no vote on just about everything, despite the fact he's always voted for continuing resolutions in the past. He should be primaried, and I will lead the charge against him, Trump wrote. He continues, He's just another grandstander who's too much trouble. He's not worth the fight. He reminds me of Liz Cheney before the historic record-breaking fall loss. The people of Kentucky won't stand for it. Just watch. Do I have any takers? Compares him to Liz Cheney. Wow. Massie and Chris LaCivita, one of Trump's 2024 campaign managers, also had a back and forth on X ahead of Trump's Truth Social post. Quote, I'm not voting for the continuing resolution budget cut, copy, paste omnibus this week. I'm not voting for the CR budget this week. Why would I vote to continue waste, fraud, and abuse Doge has found? Massie wrote in a post on Sunday. We were told that the CR in December would get us back to March when we would fight. Here we are in March, punting again, he added. La Savita quoted in a tweet, "TikTok Tommy." Massie fired back. Someone thinks that they can control my voting card by threatening my re-election. Guess what? Doesn't work on me. 3 times I've had challengers who try to be more MAGA than me. None busted 25% because my constituents prefer transparency and principles over blind allegiance. Let me go to this. Let me see if hopefully I can get this on. This is Eric July, Young Ripper 59. If you don't know, he is the owner, founder, and president of Ripperverse Comics. Excuse me, I almost forgot for a second. And but he's done politics in the past, a contributor to The Blaze. But his take on the whole situation between Massie and Trump.
All right, folks, let's talk about why Trump's attack on Thomas Massie is a bit ridiculous and why it's a huge
It's about 6 minutes long. I may not show the entire thing. I'm just going to try to condense it as much as I can.
Government spending. Let's start with the recent continuing resolution. Representative Thomas Massie voted against that because it extends government funding without addressing spending reforms. In his own words, unless I get a lobotomy Monday that causes me to forget what I've witnessed the past 12 years, I'll be a no on the CR this week. It amazes me that my colleagues and many of the public fall for the lie that we will fight another day. In other words, Congress keeps kicking the can down the road, and Massie, unlike most Republicans, refuses to keep playing that game.
True.
Instead of making real fiscal changes. They keep passing short-term stopgaps that just delay the inevitable financial disaster.
True.
Now, despite Massie's clear and consistent stance on fiscal responsibility, Trump blasted him on Truth Social, calling him an automatic no vote on just about everything, and even suggesting that he should be primary. This is incredibly foolish because Massie, again, is one of the few Republicans worth a damn. Now,
exactly, who has the balls to stand up and say, no, this is bullshit.
That he voted for raising the debt ceiling in 2023, which is hilarious to point out because the claim was that he's an automatic no vote. You want to see how many people are on autopilot? Read the comment section. Despite me directly addressing it, they'll bring this up as if I didn't. But here's why that's a false equivalency. The 2023 debt ceiling deal, which was the Fiscal Responsibility Act of 2023, it wasn't just a blank check. It included spending caps and these reforms. And Massie supported it because it was a compromise that at least imposed some restraints on future spending caps. This wasn't just Massie's decision. It was a joint Republican effort headed by Speaker Kevin McCarthy. The Fiscal Responsibility Act passed the House on May 31st, 2023 by a vote of 314 to 117 among Republicans. 149 of them voted in favor and 71 opposed.
To raise the debt ceiling.
Massie was in a majority of Republicans who backed the bill because it set the statutory spending cap and limited discretionary spending and growth. Now, notably, several Trump-endorsed representatives also voted in favor of this bill, including Jerry Carl and Dale Strong. This highlights the inconsistency regarding Massie, given that Trump's own endorsed candidates supported the same legislation.
More like the hypocrisy.
Now, I want to be clear again. I'm not making any excuses for Massie. I get why he did it and the nuance, I guess, surrounding it, but I'd prefer that he voted a no on that. It's just dishonest to simply define it as helping Biden. In his own words, Massie explained, what we have here are actual statutory caps. The way you cut spending is to impose a cap. That's a key difference. Massie didn't just vote to increase the debt ceiling for the sake of it. He voted for it because it came with actual enforceable limits on spending. The recent CR he voted against did none of that. It simply continued spending without any caps or reforms. That's why he opposed it. Massie has been consistent in opposing this reckless spending, and during Biden's presidency, he voted against multiple CRs for the...
My thoughts. Like I said, it's about 6 minutes long. You may want to take a look at it. Eric July really nails it regarding the whole situation between Massie and Trump. But yeah, hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. You can't just say he votes no on everything, but then last year, then for the 23, he voted yes in favor of it because it had spending caps. That's the whole thing with Massie. In this resolution, there were no spending caps, the reason why he voted against it. So everything that Elon Musk's Doge agency found, that's what Massie was waiting for. Massie was waiting for, okay, you found spending cuts in US aid, USAID, other agencies, including Medicare, Social Security, and what have you. And so you want to like cut out the fat. That's pretty much what Doge is. Doge is created to cut the fat out, to find it, to suggest it needs to be cut. That's what they do. They have no political power whatsoever in regards to cutting spending. That is Congress's, bag. That is what Congress does. They're the one who holds the purse strings. So when Doge points these things out, Congress needs to react. So Massie was like, okay, you found all these things that need to be cut. Where are they in the CR? I don't see them. Since I don't see them, I vote no on it. And so Trump basically says, no, you need to kiss the MAGA ring, and do what everybody else is doing. And Massie's like, no, that's not how I play. I don't play that way. To me, it's about being transparent. If you're transparent to me, I'll be transparent to you. So now we got this whole shit going on, the shitstorm going on between Trump and Massie. Trump's won him primaried, but Massie makes it very clear. The last three opponents who have faced him got squashed. Why? Because they wanted to go all MAGA, think they could be more MAGA than him. The end result, Massie wins re-election after re-election after re-election. So, my opinion, Massie's not going anywhere. Trump's just blowing off just to blow off. And again, a CR, a Band-Aid, a little patch, instead of going for the long term. No, they want to go for a short term deal and thinking, okay, we can revisit down this, like the whole kick the can down the road. We can revisit this down the road. I call it bullshit. But then again, it's government. What do you expect? And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys as always. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.